Updated December 4, 2017, 8:24 p.m. John Mara decided there was no point in delaying the inevitable. With enough damage having been done to the Giants brand during a 210 plummet, punctuated by the pathetic mishandling of iconic quarterback Eli Manning's situation last week, the co-owner ripped off the bandage instead of waiting until after the season, as he had promised. Really, there was no other choice. A day after Manning's streak ended at 210 starts, a day after the Giants were embarrassed further in one of the most disappointing seasons in franchise history, Mara fired coach Ben McAdoo after just 29 games on the job and parted ways with general manager Jerry Reese, the architect of an underachieving team headed for a last-place finish. There was no point in waiting. Not with Giants fans ready to bring their figurative pitchforks to Sunday's game against the Cowboys to express their rage at a coach who was in over his head. McAdoo had just sullied the reputation of one of the team's greatest players by benching Manning and replacing him with, of all people, Geno Smith. McAdoo somehow thought Smith could be something different than had been in 4 seasons with the Jets, turnover-prone with an immature streak. He wasn't. Smith lost 2 fumbles in a 2,417 loss to the Raiders and afterward offered an unsolicited rip job of his former coach Rex Ryan. Smith later apologized on Twitter, a sequence of events all too familiar for Jets fans who had grown tired of his act. You can only imagine the scene Sunday at MetLife Stadium if McAdoo were still the coach and Smith were still his quarterback. Mara imagined it, too, and wisely made a move to avoid the hysteria that surely would have unfolded. There was a hint of what might have happened during warm-ups for Sunday's game in Oakland. As Manning took the field, about 25 fans wearing number 10 Giants jerseys gathered in the corner of the end zone and chanted Eli Manning by clicking sign up. You agree to our privacy policy. There would have been thousands more like them at MetLife, and perhaps even former Giants who appeared ready to wear Manning jerseys and stand on the sidelines in support of the spurned quarterback. If you want to blame anyone on that, blame me, Mara said Monday about how the Manning controversy unfolded. I could have overruled it. He should have. He either should have ordered McAdoo to reinstate Manning as the starter, or he should have fired McAdoo then. Now an Iron Man streak dating to 2004 is over, and all because of this absurd plan to get a look at Smith and eventually rookie Davis Webb. Manning has become an incredibly sympathetic figure as a result of the botched plans, and his popularity has soared. He said after Sunday's game that he wants to play in 2018, but it's anyone's guess whether it will be with the Giants. Blame McAdoo for that, but blame Mara, too, because he had his chance to make it right last week, and he didn't. More importantly, it's now on Mara to get to his next 2 hires right and get his franchise back on track after an incredibly swift fall from grace. With former GM Ernie Accorsi, who set the stage for the Giants' Super Bowl victories after the 2007 and 2011 seasons, serving as a consultant, they must get a quality personnel executive and then a high-caliber coach. Mara can only hope his team will find its way out of the smoldering ashes as successfully as it did after the last time there was simultaneous hires for coach and general manager. George Young's arrival as general manager in 1979 and his hiring of coach Ray Perkins and later Bill Parcells transformed the Giants from a laughingstock into Super Bowl champions. The Giants are at the bottom once more, and the decisions Mara makes in the coming weeks ultimately will define his team. It's now on him. All of it.